what should applicants be looking for when they're choosing a program? I think you have touched on this a little bit, but how important is the faculty advisor that one's going to work with? So, okay, Barry, go for it.
Well, having had a faculty advisor who was less than perfect, I can say that the lab is sort of a family, and you can have a dysfunctional family or a highly functional family. And so it's good to find out from the other grad students and other people working in the lab, postdocs, et cetera, just how healthy the psychological environment is in the lab. Some advisors are negligent and don't pay attention. Some are really hands-on. Some are micromanagers. So understanding the psychological dynamics in the lab, I think, is one extremely important part of choosing correctly.
I also think the critical piece in looking for the right program is the research being conducted by the faculty in that department. And are there at least 2 faculty members that you could foresee yourself working with? Mm-hmm. And that should be the prime consideration of what schools you choose, rather than simply rankings.
Mm-hmm. Why 2?
Well, at least 2, because one could be on sabbatical the fall that you arrive. And so then you have a backup. But yeah, at least 2. And oftentimes, depending on how specific someone's research focus is, they will only find 2.
Right.
I'll flip that around from the admissions committee perspective. It's a red flag if an applicant only wants to work with one faculty member, because that faculty member can leave.
Right.
Or the student arrives and then they don't get along. And then the program is left with a big issue of like, well, how do we find a home for this student? And it's, when it happens, it can be pretty traumatic. So they like somebody who, has enough vision that they know people that whom they'd like to work with, but, it's a group of them. So they're flexible.